All right, how's it going, everybody? We're looking to kick off a brand new save in No Man's Sky. My name is Azabiel, Master of the Guild of Legends, located in the heart of the multiverse. In case you are new, haven't seen me before, that is who I am. And we were planning to start this last week. However, due to some weather troubles, we were unable to do so. So we're starting it properly now. I'm expecting to have a special guest joining in. Still waiting on seeing about how long that's going to take. But in the meantime, we can go ahead and jump in here pretty quick. I am going to be trying out this game in a different control scheme than I normally do. So to kind of fill out that a bit more, I do have experience playing this game. I've played it a fair bit. I've played with some friends as well, did some co-op, and there are some issues there. Issues that we're hopefully going to avoid this time through by not delving so deeply into certain aspects of the gameplay. Specifically speaking, we're going to be avoiding base building as a co-op activity, as previously that has had pretty significant issues. So we're not going to touch that too much. We might dabble a little bit to set some things up as we're going. That remains to be seen, but we're not going to devote a whole lot of time to it. Instead, we're just going to be kind of cruising through, trying to progress in other ways, make some money, get some new ships, and all that good stuff. So let me go ahead and just bring over the game real quick. I'll bring down the BGM and we'll jump into it. All right. I was just in the process here of loading up a brand new game, so let's see what we can do. Sounds like it'll hopefully not be too long before Meido, our special guest, joins us tonight. So I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna try not doing too much, but we're gonna go into a normal game here. And once everything is set up for Meido, then we'll bring them into our game and see about uniting and getting to work on getting our things together. This game is kind of built up. In the beginning, it seemed like as a very solo experience that led to a lot of the issues that people had with the game, I think, as well as other issues, of course. But that seems like that was a big one. However, they've been pretty consistently putting out new updates and adding in new content and just really filling out the weaker portions of the game and revamping systems to make those more neglected elements feel a lot more entertaining, a lot more engaging, which I think so far from what I've seen, I think they've done a good job at making a pretty enjoyable experience. This game is one of those ones where I like it particularly because I can just drop in and just chill out, relax, and just do a thing for a while. There's definitely high intensity moments, of course, but when you have base building and exploration and stuff like that, it definitely lends itself well to just dropping in and having a nice, calm, relaxing experience. Bit long on the load screens, unfortunately, but that gives us more time to talk, so we'll just hopefully not have to stumble over our words too much while we try to figure out what to say next. There we go. Now, I was also thinking about going over... We'll go ahead and let this boot up happen real quick. All right, and I think I'm going to take a second to drop into the menu and see if I can tweak some settings real quick. Unfortunately, in the heart of the multiverse, we don't have the best access to the freshest technology all the time, so I'm running on a little bit of an older computer build right now, but hopefully in the near future that can change. But for the time being, we're just going to drop into the graphics settings and see if we can drop anything any further down, just to make sure the experience is... What does this even do? Sure, why not? We'll just see if we can smooth it out as much as possible. It's already pretty much set up for that. So yeah, I think we're gonna be good to go. I just want to make sure that the gameplay doesn't look too choppy and clunky on your end. All right, so right out the gate, I'm gonna go ahead and play in third-person view. I like you can customize your suit and everything a little bit later on, so I think I want to capitalize on that as much as I can by playing in third person. Aha. All right, so since I've just dropped in a brand new game, you start and some of your equipment is broken. Not the least of which is your scanner, which helps you find things. But what we're going to go ahead... Whoops. Still kind of learning the buttons here, trying to figure out what does what. See if I've got a sprint. There we go. It looks like my ship is right down there, so I'm going to go to that real quick. Just so I can get out of the cold, because I am not doing too hot on that thermal protection. And the longer I go with letting that thermal protection drop down, the more likely I'm gonna die. Hey Dragon, how's it going, man? Yeah, this is a completely brand new save. I wanted to go in from the beginning and get the new experience with some of the newer content that they've put into the game from the very beginning, instead of kind of delving into it a little bit, a good ways into having played already. I'm just trying to get to my ship here real quick before I freeze to death, because I started with incredibly low... This is going to be ridiculous if I die right out the gate. You can see there at the top left, I'm already taking some damage from being out in the cold for too long. But it looks like it's not too bad for the moment. Let's just jump into my ship, and that will give me a second to breathe here. Alright, and as you can see, my ship also has some issues, and it looks like it's switched to mouse and keyboard controls, which is inconvenient. There we go. Find myself alone on a strange world, unequipped and in danger. I have no memory of how I got here, no sense of a before. But this ship at least seems to recognize me. The controls react to my touch, or at least to that of my exosuit. I am not dead yet, and this ship is a lifeline out to the stars. Pilot should perform maintenance. Repair multi-tool scanner. Alright, and at the bottom right there you can see it gave me a little objective. My goal is going to be repairing my scanner and other things. But as you can see also, my cryo protection is going up. So I'm going to be able to last a little bit longer outside now that that is fully replenished. Still getting used to the controls on a controller. I exclusively played this game previously in mouse and keyboard, so we're going to do a little bit of learning here. But let me go ahead and wanted to check. Do they not have... Okay. All right, so how do I get out of this thing? Ah, there we go. So there's some stuff over here, which is going to be useful. Anytime you see boxes and stuff laying around, pretty convenient to just get some loot real quick. Some things are locked, like that big green container was. Some things you just hold the button and it gives you the stuff. All right. There are a ton of things going on in this game. There is like a whole story path that you can follow, but largely the game is about, you know, exploring and, you know, upgrading what resources you have, getting new ships, new weapons, things like that. All your weaponry on foot comes through the use of your multi-tool, which you can give different upgrades to provide different types of attacks and things like that. But you can also get larger ships that stay in orbit, and you can land your ship on those and do various things with them. You can also fully just find settlements out in the wild that are in need of help, and you can help them out, and usually in doing so you can become sort of the mayor of these little settlements and build them up, and it's just another way to play the game, another path for progression in a sort of way. But there's certainly a lot you can do, and a lot of fun things, a lot of fun systems and stuff that they have in the game to help you out in doing all of those things. All right, so I'm gonna need ferrite dust among other things, so I'm gonna go ahead and start collecting some rocks here. Just get those starting materials. And get that scanner fixed. Alright, overheated, but I got what I needed anyway, so I can go to my scanner here, drop in the ferrite dust, and that's good to go. Now I can send out a little pulse to scan the area. And you see this thing up here that I'm running towards, that is going to be sodium. That is just another resource you can collect, and it shows up when you do one of those scans. Hey, have a good one, Dragon. It was good seeing you, and maybe I can drag you into this game again in the future. We'll see. And there's some O2 up here as well. It sounds like we should have Meido joining us pretty soon here. So, thankfully, we didn't do too much on our own. That plant is aggressive. We try not to mess with those. How do I... Ah, I need to install an analysis visor to do something I was just trying to do. All right, I'm going to have to take 1 second to see about bringing Meido into this. Let's just give me a moment here. Alright, while we wait to get all of this sorted, let's... Here we go. Let's get Meido in here. Hey, how's it going? You are on the air.
Drift audio. Drift audio. Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna try launching it in Steam VR again. If it doesn't work, I'll do it on desktop, I guess.
Sounds good.
Crap, I might not have OVR.
Well, while we wait, I'm just collecting some random resources, not doing a whole lot of actual progression just yet.
Oh.
All right. Now, with the consistent use of the mining beam, you have to make sure you keep it fueled up as well, so that's why I'm scouring for carbon now. And I wasn't paying attention to my heat. Alright, that should be good for a little bit here. What's it take to recharge my hazard protection? It takes sodium. I am far too red for my liking. I do wish you could customize your suit right out the gate, but unfortunately you have to wait until just a short ways into the game before you can do that. Alright. So you could see on the HUD it was telling me to make one of these, to put that here. And this one, unlike the scanner, requires two different components to fix it. But just putting in one piece was enough for the ship to start talking to me. Ah yeah, because I don't know how to make a hermetic seal yet. But I will learn soon. We'll see if we can hold off on that for a moment here. But you can see there's a new beacon added to my HUD, which it's, I'm pretty sure, literally telling me to go to that little kind of bit of debris right beyond the flag there. Now let's see. I have that ready to go. I could have put it in a different spot, but that works just fine. Kind of pre-building some of the gear here to where I'll be ready to install it when I have the materials. Like carbon nanotubes, which is all I need for this one. And with that visor in, I should have the means to scan things. Ah, there we go. And once you scan resources, it'll tell you a little bit more about them. You've technically discovered them once you've scanned them. And they will usually, at least, I don't know if it's always, but they will usually provide extra resources when you start harvesting them as well. But beyond that...
Okay, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can also hear myself. I think.
Okay. No. I don't know what's going on.
Alright. So, because of how...
It's not like my computer on Steam VR.
That is unfortunate. yeah, because of the way that this game works, you could see it in a loading screen every now and then. It would pass by a little star that had a name over it, and legitimately there are a lot out there, and I'm pretty sure when it drops you into a brand new game, it will put you on an undiscovered planet, which is why this planet is discovered today by me. And I think there is something I can do to kind of lock in the discoveries. Ah, here it is. So if I upload all my discoveries, it will register that to their servers, I'm pretty sure. So this planet was discovered by me, but the star system was discovered 6 years ago by another user. That's interesting. They just never uploaded anything from this planet, or they never went to this planet. Could be they just passed through the system on their way to other things. Yeah, that's interesting to see that. There's also some other information here, which can help you out in certain types of gameplay, but I don't pay a ton of attention to that. So,
okay, you can hear me, right?
I can hear you. Yes.
Cool. Am I supposed to go single or multi?
Go to. Let me try to just send you an invite here real quick. Because I don't remember. Where are you? There you are. I think this is how we did it in the past. We just used Steam to make the connections. But there's a way to do it in the game. They have like their own friend system and everything, but that involves the use of friend codes, and Steam just seems like it would be faster for the time being. All right, but we should have Meido in the game now. You can actually see on the UI there. Looks like it's made me orange, Meido some sort of blue or gray. It looks like maybe a purple. Hard to say. But they should be, I believe, on my planet if they're starting with a new game.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I was dealing with something on my thing.
Oh, no worries, no worries.
Hold that, select, and continue. But...
Yeah, looks like I have some oxygen right here, which I didn't notice before. That's going to be handy.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with your React. I guess I just won't have it this time.
No worries. The scuff is kind of a part of it. I feel like there hasn't been a single stream that I've been involved in. Well, I don't know. Dragon's streams seem to go pretty smoothly.
Yeah.
But any stream that I've run, through my channel at least, that always seems to have some issues so far. Even stuff that I can't prepare for.
Stars.
Yeah, you're probably going to be in a loading screen for a minute there. It goes on for a little while.
Yeah, and you've got a SSD. Remember that.
That would probably be a good idea to make use of. I don't think I am using that in this particular situation, because I fully didn't even think about it.
Use it for everything.
That was my plan when I was only planning to get an SSD, but the bulk of my storage is not on that.
Oh. So you like have your OS on the SSD and then you have your Steam on a separate drive?
I have my game installs on a different drive, yeah.
Because I remember you saying that like that would be too much of a hassle for you. What's the reason?
The reason was because I was going into it on the belief that like I could just do an SSD and that would be fine, and it probably would, but it does have that, lifespan to it.
Yeah, that's apparently hugely mitigated on modern drives.
I figured it probably would be, but the most I can get out of it, the better.
Yeah, apparently part of the trick the drives nowadays are actually like 3 or 4 times as big as they're supposed to be, and so when they die, they just swap in new cells.
That's interesting.
That and they have huge caches on them now too.
Quite a
So
bit
with
of
stuff that you use a lot,
carbon.
you read it from the cache instead, so it's safer or something like that. So are these like planets that people have named that I'm seeing pop up?
There is like it'll give things a name by default, but then people can change the names when they discover something.
But I am seeing named entities effectively.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I assume it's all stuff that's fully legitimately in the game. Because no reason they couldn't do that in their loading screen. Oh. It's going to be a blizzard, which is going to be a bit rough without any added cold protection. What I could do is jump into this cave for a second. Because then I can keep doing stuff while the storm passes. Yeah, if it drops you in the middle of a blizzard and away from your ship, because it's always going to drop you in away from your ship, but, like, it's going to be unfortunate. Alright, but, yeah, just there, as you can see, my temperature. What's what now?
What's E?
The E key.
Oh, can I not use it on the controller?
I was able to do it on the PS4 controller. So, if I head out here, yeah, you can definitely see the effects of the storm. It's a lot harder to see. Starts kind of fogging up my display there.
This is a long startup, isn't it?
A little bit. But I'm collecting some cobalt here, which in the future will be useful. I don't think it's super useful right out the gate. Ah, and there on the HUD we can see 500, just over 500 units away is Meido.
Hello.
500 units on foot would be a bit of a run, I believe. I don't remember for sure, but I think that would take a while to do. So,
Wow, what?
it wants me to find...
Volume one click at a time?
Wants me to find some sodium. I'm going to see if I can grab this real quick in the storm. Not actually sure how far away that is. 100 units. Maybe 500 units isn't that bad. It would still be a ways to run. Looks like it's underground. I'm not going to get to it from here.
Okay, it speeds up as you hold. That would be nice to know.
On the upside, it looks like your ship has spawned in right next to mine. So you probably spawned in not terribly far from where I did initially. And my ship is not flight ready yet, so we'll be pretty much at the same stage there.
Control options. There we go.
Alright, and I would need pure ferrite, which you would get from breaking down, or from refining ferrite dust, which means I would need to make a refinery. Which I can build a portable refiner here if I get a metal plate.
Wow. I got a question this dev a bit.
What's up?
they apparently aren't using X input, so I can't use the controller, which because I didn't have it on before I started the game. But I also can't remap it through the Steam interface because it can't force Steam into big picture mode like every other game I've played can.
Huh.
Oh, my screen's icing over. Is that bad?
That means you're getting really cold. If you can see the... Let's see. Now, I happen to see my ship. I'm not sure if you have the radar yet. But if you run towards me, you should be able to hopefully see me on the HUD. If you run towards me, that's the way you want to go.
Are you yellow?
Yes.
Okay. Oof, that jetpack does not last long.
It does not.
And I'm freezing to death, apparently.
Yeah, I was taking damage just a little while before I actually got to my ship, so it might be a bit of a close situation. Now, how much did I need? I needed 50.
It wants me to finish configuring my exosuit, but I'm dying. That seems smart.
Yeah, I held off until I actually got to my ship. You could definitely find stuff out in the world to keep your shields and stuff up, but...
Went to jetpack over a crevasse that leads to a cave, and instead I just hit the thing. I'm at half health. I'm gonna die.
You're about 300 units away. That's still a little ways. Yeah, it's not looking great. Hold on. Can't see it yet. I think that's about...
going down to you now.
You're about 300 away, and the top of this hill is about 150. That's still a little ways. Oh, you're about 200 now. Aha! I saw you just cresting that hill there, it looks like. Fully in T-pose at this distance. Yep. So
I don't suppose you see my health, do you?
I do not. But it's all downhill now, which normally isn't a good thing. But in this case, it is.
I'm guessing your ship has heating?
Yeah, so once you get into your ship, you're completely safe. And yours is the further of the two.
I'm guessing I can't get into your ship then. Uh-oh.
There is a cave there, which might actually be good for your heating if you can get far enough in to take you out of the cold.
Oh, you say that, but I just managed to survive falling by jetpacking back out. And you said that you can't get in someone else's ship?
I don't think so.
Dead. Okay,
Well, this game was basically... The problem with this game, in regards to multiplayer, is it was originally designed pretty much as a single-player experience. You could see other people's discoveries and stuff, but that was about it. And so I think at this point they're dealing with the fact that the game wasn't built from the ground up as a multiplayer game. But yeah, you should see your heating protection or your hazard protection start going up once you're in your ship.
I don't see anything going up. I don't see anything but this chat thing.
There should be some HUD elements, unless your stuff is already full at this point. They'll disappear when there's nothing happening to them.
Pulse engine offline. Pilot multi-tool. Critically damaged.
So, what I want to do is start moving some of my technology on my ship to get it out of the main inventory. These I'll keep on the main page just because they are regularly accessed.
Should I connect exosuit or read log?
Connecting exosuit, I think, sets you up for your next goal on how to repair your things. So it probably doesn't hurt to do that.
Oh, it forces you to see the logs anyway?
There we go. Now I've got my oxygen recycler, so my life support should last a bit longer now.
Oh, gotta choose the repair path? Scanner critically damaged. I need 75 ferrite dust.
Now, because I was here a little bit before you, I've already got some stuff taken care of. If you would like to come over to my little portable refiner here, you should see a whole bunch of ferrite dust in there. But if you want to go through the process of figuring out how to get resources and stuff on your own, that is perfectly fine as well. No pressure there.
No, you'll show me when I need to do something, I'm sure.
Alright, so chromatic metal I can't get yet. Carbon nanotubes I can.
Okay. I think that said that I was fully healed. Okay, so is this your portable refinery over here? With
Yeah, the one with the light coming off of it. So if you access that, you should see something like a couple hundred ferrite dust, I think.
How much did I say I needed?
50 or 100, I think.
Oh. Can I put it back?
I don't think you can put it back
Some.
in the section you got it from, but you can just go ahead and take it all. There'll always be more.
Okay. How do I... Oh, put it in exosuit?
Yep.
Oh, wait. Starship was an option.
You can do that as well. It'll just put it in the ship's inventory if you're close enough.
Would it have been easier?
Not necessarily. The process to pull it from the inventory is pretty quick. You don't actually have to find it first. It'll just you just go to the thing you want to repair and click on that, and you can pull the resources you need.
Okay, so what's the white bar?
The white bar is your life support.
Okay, so my life support's down still.
Yep, that will consistently go down at a relatively slow rate. Your hazard protection above that, the colored bar, is only going to go down when you're in the conditions that require it. And
Somebody gotta press start the repair.
you go into the inventory for the ship. Or for the... Let's see, what is it you're trying to do? It's a scanner, right? So that's going to be in your multi-tool inventory.
How do you even open that?
There should be a menu button of some sort. I don't know what the control scheme for you would be.
Oh, that's right, you're on controller. Is the start menu what I need to be in? Because that's all that I've seen to be able to call up.
I don't think there's a way to get to it from that. If the start menu brings up like discoveries and catalog and milestones and stuff, that's the wrong menu. Yeah, there's a different menu.
Start menu was. Tab. Oh, here we go. Exosuit, Starship, multi-tool.
Yep. So you go to the multi-tool, select the scanner, and it should bring up a UI that it'll show the components you need to repair. Just select the ferrite dust and click on it.
I've done that without being in the ship then. I thought it was part of the ship that I had to repair. Metal plating.
Yep. So metal plating is made out of ferrite dust. You just go into your inventory into an empty space, either in your exosuit or the starship. And then if you open up the submenu there, you can find the items to craft. You just need to make a metal plating.
Just one needed?
I believe so.
Okay, and then that'll be on Starship?
Yeah, that's going to be on your pulse engine.
Okay. Click pulse engine. Inventory, find the pulse engine, then begin repair with left click. Oh, I also need a hermetic seal.
Yep, the hermetic seal you can't get yet.
Oh, how to...
It'll tell you about that after you do the other one.
Oh, it's not letting me do that. Oh, wait, I see how it works. There we go. Okay.
While you're doing that, I'm just off collecting some other resources that might be useful. Any resources can be useful, but dihydrogen in particular will be useful for crafting certain things. And it can be used to refill certain tool
Oh, so I
ammo
gotta
and
find
such.
a hermetic seal?
Yep, so it should give you a quest marker, like a little red icon, telling you to go talk to this thing out here.
How are you pointing?
I was using my multi-tool, my mining tool. It just has like a little laser beam thing. Alright. Just gonna stockpile a good amount of ferrite dust and such here. Because I think we have plenty, but there's always going to be a need for more. And I want to make sure I'm not running out of carbon, so we're going to go get some trees as well.
Okay.
Now, what I want to see is if there's a way... Aha! Okay, so there's a way to trade items as well. When you go to move stuff, if you do the quick transfer and you're close enough to a person, you can send it to them. Now, so you've got the Hermetic Seal quest now, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so I also have to do that, so we're going the same direction here. Also, keep in mind that your mining laser has ammo, basically. You need to use carbon to refill it.
Is that hard to get?
No, basically any kind of plant life is going to give you carbon.
Should I have dug that box?
1 second. Say it again?
Should I have like done anything to that animal's body to build it?
I don't remember if you can get like excess materials from fallen bodies or if what you get is what you get.
Oh, there's a sprint.
Yep, there is a sprint button.
Oh, yeah, are we gonna do the quest or should we head back to the ship to wait up the storm?
If there is a storm coming, I looked away briefly, so I might have missed it. If there's a storm coming, then we can at least go into our ships to refill our hazard protection.
Oh, okay.
Actually, you know
Is
what?
there falling damage?
Yeah. What we can actually do is we can see about repairing your launch thrusters. Mine's already repaired. I already kind of sorted that out while I was waiting. But if you go into your starship inventory, see what your launch thruster needs, and then we can actually fly over to that place. Because the pulse engine not being repaired just means that we can't go fast in space.
Looks like I need pure iron, pure ferrite,
Mm-hmm.
and water jelly.
Okay, so Dihydrogen jelly. I
no,
already
no.
had some.
There's no oxygen, so it is just dihydrogen.
Yeah, dihydrogen jelly I already had in my inventory. If you don't,
It's got like a gear next to it, or no, my thing just moved. Sorry. Launch sensor.
Did
no,
I
it's
not?
0 of 1. Yeah.
Did I not collect a bunch of dihydrogen? I was sure I did.
Was that the storm?
Oh, I'm super blind.
Oh, whoa. There's ships above us.
Yeah, you'll see ships fly by and stuff. So I've got a dihydrogen jelly here. Now for the pure ferrite, I actually in advance made some for you while I was making mine. So let me come over here and I'll just see about transferring it to you. There we go, and pure ferrite. So you should have those in your inventory now, and you should be able to repair the launch thrusters.
Okay.
All right, and I'm gonna have a bit of a learning experience with these ship controls because I did it on mouse and keyboard before, and I'm just hoping the controller is gonna feel a lot better for piloting.
So what do I do to take off?
You've got your repairs done?
Yeah.
I think.
Hey, it's getting warmer outside.
You know what? Maybe. Yeah, actually, it looks like maybe without the pulse engine, it won't let us fly. I could have sworn that was just the once you're actually out in space. I'm probably getting it mixed up though. So yeah, it looks like we will have to run. It looks like we've got clear weather right now, so we should be good to go.
Are you also looking for this part, or do you already have it?
Yeah, we both have to do the same thing. So what it's probably going to do is it's probably going to give us the recipe once we get there, but it looks like it's going to be a bit of a run. And this blue stuff is good stuff. This is the dihydrogen, so harvesting this is generally a good idea. Because dihydrogen jelly gets used in, seems like a fair number of things. There we go. And we can't get the carbon crystal yet because we don't have advanced mining lasers. It's too big of a crystal for us to harvest. I think you'll also see dihydrogen crystals that are that size. But, yeah. These little red boxes, you should be able to loot right back here. There were ones closer to where we were at, but I looted them already. The...
Oh, there we go.
Yep, the big drum here, we would need a special key to get into, but we can get the small boxes at least.
I can't search this. Oh, there it is. No. That's the drum. I can't search both boxes.
It's probably just being finicky with the aiming. I can go ahead and just grab that one real quick.
Oh,
just a little
almost
bit of
shot your
sodium.
Which, by the way, is there player damage?
I think there is with... no, there can be, but it's not on by default, I don't think. It's a little bit harder to see what's dihydrogen now that it's gotten darker.
I'm out.
All right.
Or
and
I reloaded.
Okay, you probably overheated. But yeah, and then if you wanted to make sure you have some carbon to reload when you do need to, there's a bunch of trees right up here. There's also a little yellow sodium plant, which is useful as well.
Just shoot it?
No, that one you go up and you just harvest it manually. It's kind of the odd one out. There are other things like that, but most stuff you harvest with the multi-tool.
So, just shoot a tree?
Yep, just shoot a tree for a while. It'll give you a bunch of carbon.
I got 57. I don't know what lasts.
Looks like we're most of the way to our objective now. We're over halfway.
Is there falling damage?
Yeah, I believe there is.
Alright, so be careful with the thruster.
Yeah, I don't think using your jetpack makes you go any faster unless you're trying to go over, like, problematic terrain, but... Like, if you're climbing, then it's useful to do, but... Aha! We'll actually get some protection from the elements in these buildings as well.
Nifty.
So this is kind of like the way that the planets are generated. You'll often find these random little structures here and there. And if you check on the walls and stuff, you can usually find things like the Holo Archive here, where you can just use it to get stuff. In this case, it's part of the mission, but... Alright, and so this is kind of following the plot line of the game. There is some loose plot threads you can follow through these kind of mysterious recordings and stuff like that you find, and some quest lines that you can pick up later on, but... Alright. So we do get the Hermetic Seal immediately. And this little orange cube in the back here, you can harvest that to get navigation data. Yep, so...
Use what for the navigation data? Sorry.
The little orange cube in the back there. I think it'll give you something. Alright. Then...
It's spun up, that's all I know.
Oh, it did something at least. So we can just check out this one, see if there's anything to find here. There is a little stock transfer note on the wall there if you want to check that. I think it'll get you something. Not sure what it'll give you, but it'll give you something for using it.
Where does that stuff pop up if you get stuff?
There should be some HUD element that pops up to tell you what you're getting.
I must have missed it.
Now, our objective is going to just take us back to our ship. So we're going to want to go back that way and load in the...
We can't ride this thing, can we?
If we fed it, we could. I don't know if we have the means to feed it right now, though. I don't think we do. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can make animal food.
Huh. Your suit looks a little less human.
Yeah, there are a lot of... I wouldn't necessarily say a lot, but there's a fair bit of customization you can do. It's just you can't choose it from the beginning. You have to go to a space station first, which won't take super long to get to. We just have to get off the planet first, and this Hermetic Seal is going to be the way that we do that.
I lost my marker.
I think there should be a way to pin the markers to where it always shows up on your HUD as well, but I'm not sure how to do that. That might be only something you can do while you're in the ship or something.
That's weird. A couple of times I've seen an E pop up next to you.
Yeah, like you can bring up the friends list, basically. Just opens up the menu.
So useless if you're already friends.
Yeah, pretty much. Let me go ahead. I think we might be a bit low here on audio. Let me see if I can just make this a little bit better.
Oh, what is this green expanding crap?
That is a hazardous plant. It'll just damage you if you get too close. There are other hazards as well, aggressive creatures and stuff like that. But they are generally the least dangerous things you can find. The most dangerous things you're going to come across are going to be machines called sentinels. And I'm sure we'll get to a point where we have to deal with those later, but right now, thankfully, we haven't had to deal with them. They tend to get angry if you harvest anything or anything like that, so if they're around, it's...
Are they human created, or are they like precursor tech?
It's kind of... That's kind of one of the mysteries of the game. Which they go into it a little bit deeper in the storylines and stuff, but... They do leave some stuff ambiguous, but I think they do kind of explain what the deal is with the Sentinels. But it's been a little bit, I don't remember for sure. Alright. So, back to our ships here. Thankfully, the only hazard we have to deal with really is the weather. Everything else has been pretty relaxed, which that might be by design. I'm not sure if the game specifically puts you on relatively safe planets to start with or not. But we should be able to put in those hermetic seals now, have our ships repaired, and then we will have the means to actually fly. It wants me to do this. Where is something I haven't scanned? Where is something in range I haven't scanned?
Analysis visor. Need a carbon nanotubes.
Yep, so if you have carbon in your stockpile, you should be able to make that easily enough with just in your inventory. But we do have the hermetic seal recipe as well now, which should we need it for anything in the future, we can actually make it now.
Is it something to craft, or was it something to repair? Because I'm not seeing damage thing in the exosuit.
What was it? Was it the analysis visor?
Yeah.
So you're going to go to your multi-tool for that. And what it's going to teach you is how to install new technology, which you're just going to go to an empty space. You're going to hit square, and then you're going to pick the analysis visor. Oh, yeah, E. You're just going to pick the analysis visor and install that. You can also start getting ready to install some of these other components, but they're not actively needed currently.
Personal force field and bolt caster?
Yep. So personal force field is just a directional shield you can put up, and the bolt caster is a very basic energy gun.
Oops. So how do you make those?
So once you pick them from the menu, they should be on your spot just like the damaged components. You can just go in there, click on them, and put in the necessary components to actually build them. So
Boltcaster makes it a more efficient weapon against animals, I'm assuming?
Yep, Boltcaster is a more damaging weapon than the mining beam.
Need 100 chromatic metals and 3 more nanotubes.
Yep, so the nanotubes are going to be the only part you can do right now. The chromatic metal, we don't have the means to get yet.
Oh, no, I just got pepper in my eye.
That's not good.
Oh, yeah, are we supposed to fly, or...?
If you've got your stuff all sorted, then yeah, I think now would be the time to fly, I guess.
Oh,
let me check here.
Analysis visor.
It wants me to do that too, so I'll have to find something I haven't scanned already. This animal up here should work. You'll have a button to bring up the visor, and then you just click and hold on something you haven't discovered already. You can do that on materials that can be harvested, on animals. I think that about covers it. But
Huh, that's weird.
creatures,
It's just gone burner at me.
it has to be on something. So when you mouse over stuff, it should highlight it in like a little red filter. And if it's red, that means you can scan it. If it's green, that means you've already scanned it. It could be you're not close enough if it's giving you trouble.
I'm not seeing the red at all, but I just scanned something.
It's a pretty faint filter that it puts on it.
Locate your ship.
All right.
Oh man, I bet that this game would be so cool if I could have gotten it working on Steam VR.
I'm sure it would be. Yeah.
Oh, W's take off. Boy. Okay. Low.
Oh, I want to invert
low
this vertically. Let me see if I can do that real quick. Hopefully I won't cause myself any troubles, but
Oh, there you.
okay. So yeah, I didn't like the default controls for this. I don't usually have to invert games, but this one it had up be up and down be down, and I'm in an aircraft and that's just not right. Spacecraft, technically, I guess. Alright, so we're just going out into space now.
Ah, so just up.
Yep.
And it looks like you're flying towards the ring planet.
Yeah, didn't have a specific target in mind. It was just roughly upwardly directioned. And now that we're out here, it's a bit far away, but there should be a space station.
Holy crap, it's a little fussy. There's not a follow, is there?
I don't believe so.
Test booze. Pulse engine. Okay. Oh, whoa. I'm in an asteroid field.
So am I.
Okay. So it's not like I warped like way away from you.
Not necessarily. I just did a very brief warp. So asteroid fields are going to be good for getting gold, silver, platinum, as well as tritium. Tritium is going to be used to fuel your pulse engine.
Let's see. Where are you? Oh, there you are.
Yep, it's just having me
46 seconds away.
do a bit of a dialogue here. I don't think I'm moving too much right now.
Oh, X. What? I guess.
Oh, there you are.
Okay. Input coordinates, and then now what?
Now it wants us to fly to that marker, that signal source. Which, so if we just go into that quick jump, it'll take us there pretty rapidly. Otherwise, we'll have to fly for a while.
This looks a lot like Elite's HUD.
A little bit. I'm gonna try... What's locked? I don't know what locked and tethered is on the controls.
Okay, I must be reading this wrong. I thought that the red mark that I see on my screen would be it. But
Yep.
I'm spinning towards it, and it's staying on the same spot on my screen.
It should be on this ringed planet ahead of us. Like, in front of where I'm looking.
Let's. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. So then, hold E to tag. Press C to scan. And then I'm guessing I'm supposed to jump.
Yep, that's the plan. And there you went, zooming off.
26
And-
seconds.
Wonder if it's sending me towards you or to the marker. It's hard to tell which one it's actually aiming at.
By the way, Ghost told me that he's getting into ED.
Yeah, I saw he mentioned that he was updating that. I think I'm definitely gonna have to check that out if you guys ever want to fly together. I've got not anything super
He's gonna be
spectacular,
doing
but I've...
mouse and keyboard style.
Really? That's crazy. Wow, but I've got a bit of a hauler of some sort still. I think I've got one with multiple seats even. But I would have to pick up Odyssey if you guys were planning to mess around with that. I heard people having issues with Odyssey. But I don't know if the issues were...
What do I do? I'm still moving forward.
There should be a landing button. I don't know what it is for you. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Oh, E.
Ah, there we go. So, right behind me, there is a sentinel. He's just going to hover around and keep pestering me until he sees me do something wrong, or it gets bored and flies away. Looks like it decided to get bored and fly away.
Did I almost land in lava?
I think that's just really orange water. I've never seen lava, so I don't think it is.
Oh, it's splashing. What's that
Yeah.
now?
Are you hearing the animal noises?
Maybe.
There's a herd of really strange creatures behind us.
Oh. How much trouble would we get if we killed them?
None unless, like, a sentinel saw you doing it. In which case it would probably call in backup and start fighting you. But there doesn't appear to be any immediately around us. They probably won't give you anything terribly useful. But we do have a target sweep here. It looks like we want to go about 300 units. F, I think it was for you.
I'm holding F and it's not. And if I don't hold F, then I visor.
Is it bringing up the... Alright, so is it bringing up the target sweep mode for you when you open up the...
I did, and then I switched over to the other visor. It looks like the right one, but then I don't know what button to press to scan.
It should just be clicking
Do
on...
this before.
Should just be clicking on things to scan them.
There we go.
Yep. So, my target
Goddamn,
sweep is telling us to go straight ahead this way, about 330 units. Which is... Looks like it's taking us to the base of the hill, roughly. Across the lake. What's that?
Is it 333?
It was something like that, yeah.
says that you engaged local wildlife. What'd you do?
It says you did on mine.
Oh, weird. On mine it says Azabiel has engaged local wildlife.
Yeah, I have no idea why I'd be saying that. I don't know if maybe just getting close enough to it, it registered that like we were near. And oh, is this guy hostile? Is that what's going on, or is he just scared? Oh, what's this? Oh, big old block of cobalt right here. And the cobalt, we don't have the means to actually harvest yet. We need the terrain manipulator for the multi-tool.
Is this thing here you think you're saying is cobalt? Not worth
yeah.
scanning.
Yeah, it's there are resource nodes like that where you need the terrain manipulator.
Uh-oh.
Which
My
we do
life
not have
support's
yet.
low.
If you go to your life support, you should see what you need to refill it. It'd be oxygen, life support gel, or diorite, or dioxide.
I assume it won't kill me if I'm in the middle of a dialogue.
You would hope not. I don't specifically know. And here's what I can do for you. I'm gonna send you a life support gel, so once you get a second, you just slap that into your life support.
New building part.
I'm just gonna kind of blast through the dialogue because I've seen all this stuff before, and I'm not fully here for like the story and stuff. I'm just here to play the
Now we
game,
need chromatic material.
chill out and such.
Chromatic metal.
Yeah, it's telling us to learn to make that stuff now. And what are we gonna need to make that? Man, these things are really noisy. Carbon nanotubes and dihydrogen jelly, so that should be pretty easy to make. Did I not send this to you? I thought I did.
Oh, right. I was supposed to check. Where do you check to see your life support?
It's 100%. One of the inventory spaces in your exosuit. One of them is life support. So you just go in there and you...
Dioxide is grayed out.
You should have a life support gel, though, that I sent to you.
Oh, is it the same thing? Or, oh, there, you can choose which of the three to use?
Yes, yep. And then we just need to make a dihydrogen jelly and 2 carbon nanotubes to make the multi-tool upgrade that we just got.
Did you bring your foundry, or did we just leave that behind?
I brought it with. So I can actually place
good.
that down if we need it.
That's good.
Whoops.
So this is more like a Minecraft than like the Dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. It's there we go. So yeah, if we need the portable refinery, it's here.
How much? It was 3 nanotubes?
2 carbon nanotubes.
Do I always have to do it in... Oh, craft more. E.
Whoops.
Cannot build. Oh, I need more carbon. Didn't you say we were gonna get killed if we tried harvesting stuff?
There'll be they'll pick a fight with us if they can, but here's what I can do. I have plenty of carbon here, so let me just send you these nanotubes real quick. And I also have...
Oh, I already had one, you know.
Oh, well, no harm done.
Okay. I got 107 dihydrogen.
How do I make the beam bigger?
How many do we need of the dihydrogen jelly?
Just 1, I believe.
Okay. So then... And that was where? Oh, it was a new crafting thing, right? Or no?
It should be something you can craft into your inventory.
Projectile ammunition. I don't remember what it was now.
Dihydrogen jelly? Is that what you were talking about?
Not jelly. No. The thing that we need the jelly and the tubes for.
Oh, that would be in your multi-tool. It's for the terrain manipulator. Now, what I'm going to have to see... Okay, yeah. So we've got cobalt around us, but it's not what we need. We need copper specifically. But finding copper shouldn't be too hard if there's any nearby, which there absolutely should be, since it's telling us. It made us come here for it, so there we go.
Do you need your foundry back, or?
Not right now. Let me see.
Are we gonna be staying here for a bit?
Yeah, I think we're probably gonna post up here for a second. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna summon my ship here. There is a little sub menu you can open up while in active gameplay. I'm not sure how you do it on mouse and keyboard. I fully don't remember the controls, but there should be a summon vehicles section in that menu where you can summon your ship. That way, everything we have here will be close together. There is, it's not in the menu, like in the inventory or start menu or anything. It's a little sub menu you can open up in active gameplay.
Oh, there's a punch.
X. Hit X. Keyboard X.
X and Q and E to navigate. Things don't stay open nearly long enough.
Yeah, you're not wrong. So you're just going to go to summon vehicles, and then you're just going to pick your ship and tell it where to land. And that is going to use some of the thruster fuel, but we can always... or the launch fuel, but we can always get more of that.
Cannot land here. Oh.
Yep. That way we don't have to run back to our ships. We can just kind of post up a little micro outpost here. But if you want to test out your terrain manipulator, there is some cobalt here. It's not what we need, but it doesn't hurt to grab it.
Do you just shoot it?
Yeah, you should be able to set your multi-tool to the manipulator mode. Looks like it's middle mouse button.
Oh. I thought it was the G. Activate with G, it says.
Oh, yeah. I was looking at the wrong part.
Holy crap.
So yeah, you can, there's like full terraforming. Like there is a floor that you can go down to, and it's not super deep, but you can do a fair bit of terraforming here, and it's how you harvest metals and stuff like this. There should be some button, it might be Q and E, to adjust the size of your manipulator as well.
Not Q and E, because Q's punch.
Is it Z and C maybe? Nope, that's scanning and building.
Oh hey, you can get carbon from punching plants. Very Minecraft.
Yeah, I can't figure out what button it is.
Nope. Anyway, analysis visor.
Oh, it's R and T.
Look at punch.
So R would be for smaller, T would be for bigger.
Ah.
And I found a copper deposit, which is going to be the direction I'm looking right now.
Oh wait, what? T is bigger.
Yep.
Okay, I thought you said it the other way around.
Yeah, so that'll make short work of collecting materials like that, which we will need for getting this copper up this way. And there's more boxes to loot over here.
So you're on a pre-existing character, even though you didn't have your thing done?
No, I'm on a fully brand new save.
Ah.
I wanted
You
to
told me you
start...
already had an upgrade that I didn't have.
I did... While I was waiting for you to get in, I was doing some of the stuff that was unlocked from the beginning.
Ah. So stuff I haven't... Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like there is no harvesting the bodies. But that body suggests that there is a predator to these things around somewhere. But it should just be over the hill here to get to the copper. Just a little bit
dry
further.
hydrogen.
Yeah, kind of hiding in the grass there. And also, since we're on a fully new planet, all of the materials and stuff are scannable. So you can absolutely just spend all the time just scanning new things, going to other new planets and scanning everything there. Yeah, so those rocks with the blue in them are not dihydrogen. They provide ferrite dust and paraffinium. Paraffinium? Yeah. Don't know what that is, but...
Charge depleted. I have to figure out how to do this. Oh, condensed carbon is a thing?
Yep, so you refine it the same way you would with ferrite dust in the refinery.
Plants are needed. I can't do
Check.
that. I thought that was supposed to be a plant. Look plant-like.
Yeah, I guess that's just some sort of rock formation.
Oh, here's a plant.
Alright. Yeah, we got some trees and stuff up here, too. It wants me to analyze its crystal fragments. So I can get dihydrogen out of them. Now, here is the copper, so we'll just have to switch over to the manipulator and just start digging it all up. Now, how did I make it bigger again on this? Whoops. There we go. Just gonna tear up the entire planet trying to get every little piece.
Okay.
But yeah, copper, yeah, it looks like that's all of it. My scan
Oh, God,
still...
that's why I kept falling.
My scan still shows like it's highlighting something there, but there's nothing there, so... Now, how much... Do you remember how much we needed?
Copper plating.
Oh.
Copper plating.
It wants us to do that to make a portable refiner, but I already have one at where we landed.
Is there a way for me to skip the quest?
If you go into your start menu and go to your log, it might show up there. It doesn't look like it shows up for me, even though it was telling me to do it. So if we go and we just get the chromatic metal in the refinery we have, we should be good.
Am I going right? Yeah.
And these red crystals are carbon. It's just, you can't harvest the big ones. But, there. Oh! Well, you can destroy the big ones. Alright. There, I don't remember how long it takes to get the upgrade to, Whoa, that was kind of a risky jump. I didn't start my jetpack until pretty low. But I made it out just fine anyway. Okay, yeah. This one is mine.
Unidentified.
So we're going to want to go to the portable refiner here. We're going to want to throw in our copper. And with copper, you might as well just refine all of it. There's no reason to hold on to extra, really. So I have it started there. I'm not sure if you can just add stuff in the middle of the process, but you might be able to.
X tad more.
That was a wild thing I just saw. That animal just flew up the cliff.
I apparently got a lot more than you. I got like 300.
All right, and we're gonna need 30 to make this base computer.
Collect 30 chromatic metal.
Oh, you're using it already.
Ah, sorry. Should we claim?
Yeah, go ahead and
let you do that.
go ahead and claim it. That should. Well, you built one. It looks like, or maybe it's just doubling up on the same spot. Okay, so now we can just talk to the computer to further this quest thing. I'm not going to report this base as offensive.
Search the archives.
Yep, so that's going to be just the quest that it wants you to do. That's just only part of this quest specifically.
How do you get to the archives? It's only letting me rename.
Using the base computer should let you access a means to search the archives.
Rename, upload unavailable, delete base, and leave.
I only had the option to report it as offensive or leave, so I assumed you as the creator should be able to do it.
You have to name it first, maybe?
Try deleting the base real quick.
Oh, okay.
I kind of want to see if I can test it on my end here.
Okay, so...
Let's see. Base registered. Alright, so there's still a base registered.
What?
What happens if I pick it up? Oh, you're using it, so I can't pick it up now.
It says rename or delete base. I just deleted.
Can you back... Oh, hold on. Okay, so here's the weird thing. I just picked up the base computer. But there's still a base computer here. Are you able to pick this up?
How would you do that?
There should be a button when you're looking at it to pick it up.
I've only got the E.
Well.
Oh, extract plans.
That's what you need to do, yeah. So go ahead and do that one.
Okay. Construct base as shelter.
Yeah, so it wants us to do a little bit of base building. So what I might do... Actually, it looks like it just gave me...
Timber floor panels.
Oh, that's something else. So
timber.
what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm just going to go a little ways away, see if I can construct a separate computer just to hit that objective real quick.
Do you need to construct a computer? Didn't you say that you already picked it up?
Yeah, so it seemed to duplicate the computer for some reason. I assume it's more of that kind of base building desync issues that I mentioned at the top of the stream, which is why I would avoid any kind of significant base building endeavors in multiplayer. It just generally does not work very well at all.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Don't both of the primary competitors to a game like this, Elite Dangerous and
I would not at all.
That you guys all were playing.
Are you talking about Star Citizen?
Yeah, Star Citizen.
I would not consider those competitors to this game.
Well,
they're
both
far too different.
Space exploration. They're both heavy space exploration. They appeal to a market, is what I was getting at, of people who want to explore space. And both of them have a heavy focus on multiplayer, so it seems almost like it's dropping the ball. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, there are some like story elements that made how they originally launched this game kind of make sense, but it just ultimately doesn't make for a very entertaining gameplay since people want to play together in their online games like this. Especially since at its core, this game is built like a survival game. Unfortunately,
together fun. Oh, I need more cards.
Absolutely, but like that's the problem, is that they made it as kind of a survival game, but then it didn't play like a survival game because you could only do it solo, which few people want to do that.
Don't start single player only, right?
Say it again. There was some lag there. I didn't quite catch what you were.
Don't Starve was also single player only, right? At least I assume it was, because didn't they make Don't Starve together afterwards?
Yeah, I think so. I don't really know a ton about that game, so I'm not really sure. But
all I know is that's supposed to be a survival game, as far as I understand.
It's kind of a different take on it. It's like, I guess survival crafting is kind of what I'm talking about. Minecraft's The Village. No, not The Village. The Forest. I think The Village is a movie. Yeah, like Minecraft, The Forest, and
I'm a ding dong.
Other games like that. That this is clearly very similar to in gameplay, but they made it as a single player experience, which is they made it as a single player experience and marketed it as a multiplayer experience because you could see what other people are had explored, and technically there was that online connection. You just couldn't directly interact with other people. And so they've had to kind of retrofit the game to let you actually interact with people. So it's very clunky in certain aspects of the multiplayer, largely with player-built structures. You need 10 what?
Pure ferrite.
That shouldn't be too hard to come across.
Okay, I'm gonna be in the ship waiting for the storm to settle, though.
There's a storm?
Yeah.
No, it's not on my end.
Journal temperature, 93.9 degrees Celsius.
Oh, crazy. It's 10 degrees Celsius where I'm at.
Wow.
It's a very, very drastic difference for only being like, I don't know, less than a kilometer away. So I built that other computer, and it wants me to go back to yours. So I'm gonna... I have to see if it'll let me interact with yours.
Why did I just get a message that I don't have enough fuel?
You might have hit the button to take off, and you might not have enough thruster. That's the only thing that should tell you if you don't have enough fuel. That's pretty much the only thing you can do when you're landed.
Yeah, I was just completely hands off with the keyboard, though.
I don't know what to tell you then. I need to see if I can make...
Jeez, this storm is taking forever.
Yeah, so we are definitely seeing that desync in ways that I had never seen before.
Meaty chunks. Mordite. How am I getting stuff?
I'm not sure. If something died near you, that might do it.
I'm in my ship, though. And you've engaged wildlife.
I'm not even close to wildlife.
Yeah, you're right in front of my ship.
So I'm just going to build a floor real quick. So that it... Oh, it also
Okay,
wants me to
storm's
make
clearing.
walls. That is wild.
Okay, so I need that metal. Do you have it?
Oh, now I have a storm incoming.
10 pure ferrites.
So pure ferrite you get by refining ferrite dust.
How do I put in only part of the ferrite, though?
There should be some way to, let's see, move and stack, change stack size. Okay, so when I pick something up, it can then change stack size, so there's probably some key command to do that.
Stack size, WS.
There you go. Yeah.
I don't know how much I need to get the 10.
It should tell you how much you'll get on the right side of the refiner.
Okay. Looks like you can interrupt it. That's cool.
Yep. And you can choose to have it only make a certain amount in the refinery as well.
So instead of splitting the stack, I could have just done it, watched it for a bit, stopped it.
Yeah, or before you even start it, you can choose the intended stopping point. And it'll only refine up to that point.
I now have a base.
Yep, I just popped into my ship real quick because...
Base computer online. It says you just landed on the planet.
I just stepped out of my ship.
I entered the building, your base.
Alright.
Turn to base
and
computer.
We need to make a door.
Upgrading devices.
So, yeah, we're basically going through the tutorial segment where it's teaching us a little bit about everything. There's a certain part where it'll open up, which is kind of what I was hoping to get to. Thought it came about a little bit quicker than it does, but it's been a while since I've done any of this intro stuff.
Alright, so I assume I need this to do the magnetized ferrite?
Yep, so pure ferrite will refine into magnetized ferrite.
I didn't see how much I needed. But I'm pretty sure it's more than 7.
Let me check real quick. It's going to be 20.
20? Oh,
Yep.
so I need to make more pure ferrite. Oh wow, I just put in 555 ferrite dust.
Mm.
Let's see, so I did 7, so I need... How do you... Oh. Oh wow, but you gotta... It's just as painful as doing the stack size. Oh, 13 I need. It'd be nice if you could type.
Yeah, that would be kind of nice. So hopefully what I'm aiming to do here is get out of this kind of tutorial stuff. There'll be a part where it sends us to a space station. I think that's pretty much where it opens up. So we're going to try to aim for that before we're done here.
Now what do I do? research unit.
Yep, that should be in the building menu. You need a carbon nanotube as well if you don't already have that.
Research unit.
And what that allows us to do is unlock
Oh, it
new
says I'm
recipes
missing
for buildings.
13 of the magnetic ferrite.
Did you pull it all out of the refinery?
Thought I did. Or did I not even process it? Okay, that's weird. That must have been a desync.
Absolutely could be. It is a notorious issue that I've come across with this game. It's a real problem.
Oh, the magnetized ferrite is doing it again.
That is crazy. Let me see if I can figure this out real quick.
It won't let me interact with it.
Yeah, it's because I opened it up.
I got my ferrite dust. Oh, I have. Oh no. Oh. I have to do the pure ferrite to get the magnetized ferrite. That's what it is.
Yep. Which
And I need
there's
40 of those, so that's where I was messing up.
Yep, so there's magnetized ferrite in there. There should be enough if you want to just pull that real quick.
Okay. I was missing a step.
I forgot kind of how long it takes to get out of this tutorial stuff, but it definitely does get a lot more interesting and free before too long. So what you can do is you can go to the construction research unit and you can learn how to build other structure things and stuff like that. So it's you need certain resources to unlock them, but it's how you get all of the building recipes and stuff.
With any luck, some more patches, they could probably make this a little bit better. Because Minecraft actually started out single player too.
Yeah, they absolutely have been doing a lot of work. I think they got the multiplayer to a workable point, and they've been working on expanding other elements, which has been going really well. But it's just an ongoing process. They've been continuously putting out new patches and stuff. They've been working on it pretty consistently, so it's shaping up really well from where it started, it seems like.
Right. So, should we be getting ready to take off, or do we need to here? I can't remember.
Yeah, let's see.
Something about buried technology.
Oh, yeah, I already picked up some buried technology, so let me see if I have enough to buy a recipe to kind of finish that. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and learn how to make a base teleporter module, and that should finish that objective. And that wants you to rename the base.
I'm still getting to find some buried tech.
Oh, shoot.
You didn't
Okay,
get the
so
second one, did you?
no, so when you open up the scanner, there should be like a little thing that shows up with like yeah, it's a little marker with like 3 bars for signal. You're just gonna go and dig up one of those.
Do I want to be in target sweep or the other one?
The other one. Target sweep is just for like certain quest objectives. There should be a marker that's got like a 3-bar signal, kind of an icon. That is what you're looking for. It is currently...
There's tons of markers and I don't see any.
Let me see if I can find one, because I think I saw one. What's in here? That's 374 away. It's 392. Oh, I wanted to mark that. Tag. Okay. So, if you follow me, I found one over this way.
Just a second. There you are.
It's a little bit of a runaway. What's crazy, I think I took the one that was probably purposely spawned there because there was one pretty much right under where the base was. And I picked it up because I was like, oh, we're here already anyway. I'll just pick it up while I'm waiting.
Probably could have skipped the step if you would have handed it to me and I took it back.
Yeah, I didn't think about that because I figured once one of us completed it, it would complete it for both because that's what it's been doing for some of them at least.
Yeah.
All right, so it's right in the ground here. If you open up your scanner and just look below where I'm standing, do you see the icon?
I see. It doesn't look anything like 3 signals. Oh. I didn't mean like telephone service.
Say that again?
You meant like Wi-Fi, not like telephone service.
Oh, yeah, I suppose so.
See, G. Oh, that wasn't very deep.
Yeah, they're not usually super far down. The marker is pretty much spot on to where they are, so.
I have to use my construction research module.
So you'll just
superheated storm.
We should be able to get back before it's an issue.
Where's home? I don't know where home is.
You should see the quest marker sending you there, I think. If not, there should be a purple base marker pointing to it. It might not be purple.
Your starship icon.
That'll also work. For me, there's like 3 markers all in the same spot.
$63 degrees. 60, 70. 80.
That doesn't sound too comfortable.
95. Something protection falling.
I just hit a milestone for traveling a lot.
Oh, toxins. Ew.
All right. But yeah, you should be able to go to the research station. I would suggest learning how to make the teleporter modules because those are handy for getting around when you do base building. I think it's in the constructed technology section. When you open it up, it should ask you to constructed technology or structures or something like that.
Oh, that's nice. That was right.
That your little shack will protect you from the weather.
Yeah, unfortunately I didn't put my module in here.
It appears I put the roof on my structure in the wrong spot.
How do I... It says middle click up, but it's not doing it.
It's what now?
It says middle click to pick up, but it's not doing it. Oh, there we are.
Oh.
Okay, now then. So then, how do I place it?
This pine
what?
and blue.
How do you place something out of your inventory?
If you open up the build menu, it'll use ones in your inventory before it makes new ones.
Ah. There we go. So then I have to do what with it? You said I could learn teleportation?
Yep, so there is a teleporter module that you can learn if you go to the constructed technology, I think is what the section is called.
Buildable technology?
That's it. And teleporter should be the first one there. Because the other section is for buildings, like walls and floors and stuff that you can do.
Costs
And the teleporter...
2 salvage data. I didn't know how much you have.
It's in your inventory, I think.
Now I need carbon nanotubes and metal plating.
Is it telling you to build one right now?
No.
Okay. So yeah, we should...
renamed.
Yeah, we shouldn't have to worry about building a teleporter for the time being. Until you find a spot where you actually want to settle and build a base, you don't really have to worry about it. By the way, if you haven't
Now-
activated this
now
white...
it does want me to teleport.
I would open up your
Metal
log.
Gear 4.
I would open up your log and see if that's a secondary mission, because it doesn't make you specifically choose the teleporter.
Ah.
And it might not require that of you.
Expand your base. Expand your base with additional base components. Extract salvage data from buried tech, and send them on construction research units. Search the buried technology with a terrain manipulator.
Oh, wow. So it really is going to have you build one of those. That is wild.
4 metal plating.
I have a bunch of trash in my inventory I need to sort out.
E. There's an awful lot of "are you sure" stuff in this. Like the UI can't trust you to have clicked and meant it.
It's interesting because they also have you click and hold to do pretty much everything, so...
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm complaining about. Games don't need to do that. Trust your player a little bit.
Eh.
And then a teleportation module. Oh, wow, that's awfully large.
Yep. So, there you go. Sticks
So will
out
this
of
let me
the...
teleport different planets?
It'll let you teleport to other teleporters, so you have to find a teleporter first.
But, like, will it let me if I build a teleporter on another planet, can I teleport back here?
Yeah, you can... It doesn't matter where the teleporter is, as long as you've been to it, you can always go back to it.
Okay, so it is other planets. That's what I'd asked initially, and you didn't answer that.
I answered by saying you can go anywhere as long as you reach the other
That's not what
teleporter
you said
first.
initially. You just said you
I don't-
need another teleporter.
I don't remember how I worded it, but in my mind it was pretty clear. That's my mistake, I suppose.
Okay, I don't have any mission now.
All right, well,
Didn't you say that there should be another mission?
let's see. Supply... It wants me to power the base.
Power the base?
Yeah, which I don't know that we have the means to do right now. But also, I'm not terribly concerned about doing that. What we can do, real quick, is see about just flying up to a space station. If we take off, there should be a space station in every system.
What is the quest?
That should be in your log called Awakenings.
Oh yeah. No, that's a secondary mission. The powering the base.
Okay, it
Explore
doesn't
the
even
planet and expand
list.
your base.
Yeah, it doesn't even list powering the base, but it showed up on my HUD for a moment.
Yeah, for some reason, Awakenings, it's still telling me to find more buried treasure.
Yeah, same here. I don't know what it wants specifically, but
Oh, it
yeah.
wants me to select the other mission from my log.
That's interesting. Oh yeah, it's telling me select powering the base in the mission log. I do not even have that mission though, so it's not
Burn
even
the
an option for
biofuel
me.
reactor. Oh wait, research unit, right? You can't exit out of the computer. That's so stupid. So structures? Is that what it would be? No.
Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do.
I wonder if we messed up by doing the teleporter.
Well, yeah, it seems like it wants us to do more base building stuff. So in the meantime, what we could do is take off from the planet. Because I think we'll get other things to do once we take off. Or not necessarily once we take off, but when we like go to a space station and stuff.
Am I gonna be able to take off? Because I got that message earlier.
If you don't have any fuel, then you would need to make a Starship launch fuel, which is not super hard to do. It's dihydrogen and metal plating.
Okay.
And there's something you can get as an upgrade for your ship later on where you can make that less of a problem to deal with.
Launch fuel. Okay. How do I quick transfer?
You should just go to the launch thruster on your ship, in your ship inventory.
Okay.
And then you can either drag the fuel onto that, or you can just click on the thruster and it'll bring up the UI for refueling.
Okay, technology recharge.
Yep, so you should be good to go now.
Okay. How do you take off again?
If you hit W, that should lift off.
Oh. Oh, there we are. Oh boy.
All right, so we're just going up at this point. And we're going to try to find... Ah, there it is. So now the space station actually shows up on our HUD, like it should. There should be a little yellow hexagon. We're just going to that. And we're going to just do a full pulse drive boost to get there.
Okay. I gotta find the yellow hexagon. Oh, it's on the other side of the ring?
Yeah, it seems like it's a good distance away. So if you aim at it and do your pulse drive, it should, if you have to go around the planet or anything, it should do that for you.
Okay. So let's see. Find it. Wait. Where are you? No, that's my base. Where did you go? I was looking at you a second ago.
Let me see. There we go. Third-person ship view as well. Prefer to fly the ship in first person, but third person
Is it
just to
towards
look
the
around.
star? Is that what I'm seeing?
It looks like it might be. It's like straight ahead of you. It should show up on your HUD. There you go. Yep, so we just had to curve around the planet there, and now we just fly
Blue
into
light.
the blue. It's a lot easier than in Elite Dangerous. It does the landing for you.
In the tutorial, it does it for you.
Does it really? I don't remember that.
Yeah, he's like, do some simulators before you actually do it in real life. We don't want you damaging everything.
That's fun. All right. So now we're on the station. It plays that crazy epic music. If
Wow,
you get out of your
that's really
ship,
obnoxious music.
it's kind of loud, and it goes on for a little bit. But if you go to the left of your ship here...
Oh, there we are. It just ended. Oh, no, it started back up. Where was sound at again?
I think it's just in the game options or something. General, yeah.
There we go. 2. No, it's still too loud. 1.
I wonder what I have
know
myself.
what the high volume is supposed to sound like?
I don't know. Mine is set at the default volume settings. It doesn't give me any issues.
Oh, weird.
All right. So this is what a teleporter looks like when it is powered on. If you talk to it,
So does this connect to mine?
let's see. Yeah, you can go to yours, but without power, you won't be able to come back without flying here.
Ah,
So I would recommend taking care of any station stuff you want to do first. Over here,
does it send my ship with me
yeah.
somehow?
Your ship will just automatically end up wherever it
Some
is
sort of
needs to be.
space magic?
Yep. So this little eye in the wall here is basically
Data store?
the auction
Bank?
house kind of a thing.
Oh, auction house.
Yep. You buy and sell stuff from here. I'm gonna sell some things that are just random junk that I know I don't need. Real
Can you
quick.
do that at a vendor, not an auction house?
Well, I mean, it basically is the vendor, but it's also where you sell like trade goods and stuff like that. Not really an auction house necessarily, but that was the first thing that came to mind.
Is vendor more accurate then?
Probably. All right. So now on the other side, we'll find some neat things as well. And you can see there are NPCs and stuff landing here as well because you can talk to them to
Why did
try
we
to
walk
buy
up the
their ships.
stairs? I feel dumb.
I don't know. The ships, a lot of the
Ship
time,
blocked me.
look super goofy, but they're also super expensive if you ever wanted to upgrade. The first vendor here is for the multi-tool. If you ever get multi-tool upgrades, you can take it to the little hologram on the right side here to increase your multi-tool's inventory size and stuff to where you can add more upgrades to it. The next one is Starship Research. So you can talk to these vendors and you can buy components for ships. For your ships, for your multi-tool, for your exosuit, all that, you can just buy random upgrades. Looks like I can't actually right now. But at a certain point, at least, you can buy upgrades from these guys to put into various technology you own, and it'll give you various upgrades for those items. That is absolutely your customization there. So if you want to change what your suit looks like. And in this exosuit section, you can upgrade your exosuit for pretty cheap, I think, to get a new slot added to it. Let me see if I can do this while you are. Okay.
What the? Why can't I see? Oh, because you were standing there. Oh, whoa, race? You can change your race?
Yep, so there are 3 different species in the game, in addition to kind of the generic humanoid-looking one and the anomaly, I think they're called, which are kind of these weird, funky things.
Anomaly, Gek, Visine, Corvax, and Traveler. I'm an anomaly, apparently. Yeah, every time I try to look at my head, it looks at your shoulder.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's do some customization real quick. And I'm going to try to match some of my colors here to how I look on screen there. I'll go with kind of tankier looking chest piece with the shoulders.
Not many options for colors.
Yeah, it kind of has some presets basically, or a small selection of colors, but would be nice if it was a little bit more customizable. But having expected nothing for customization, this is not too bad. I'm going to go ahead and just try to replicate my look here. A little bit, as much as I can. Definitely not something I can match super specifically. Actually, you know what? What we can do, that'll help with this customization. Give myself a cape. Actually, we'll switch back to this one. Let's do it in black, kind of like the belts on, like the little bandolier I've got going on. And I think that's about it. We're just gonna...
Whoa. We can have capes?
Yeah, that's a really new upgrade, actually. They just added the cape as an option in the newest update, I think.
Are you able to like move while you work on your character so I can see my head?
Not that I'm aware of, but I think I'm done here. So let me go ahead and save.
Because it seems to put you wherever you initiated the machine.
There we go. So, I don't typically wear a helmet, but if I did in space, this is what it might look like. If I was in space, I would probably wear a helmet. And I've got my cape.
Unless you had magic.
I've got my dark trousers, but they're kind of green, which really bugs me. Like, the black just went green on the trousers for some reason. But, actually, let me see. Maybe I can... Yeah, there's really no option to escape that green. Alright, that's definitely enough time spent on this.
There we go. What do you think of my character?
Neat. I've got kind of a... This helmet makes me think of Star Trek. Not Star Trek, Jesus. Star Wars. The guys on the speeders.
Yeah, I saw the same thing.
Now, I don't know if you caught it, but if you come over here, you should see a little hologram of like a backpack, and you should be able to spend like 5,000 credits to add a inventory slot. Yeah, they make the jetpack nice and low profile with the cape, rather than the big clunky backpack you normally have.
Where do you go to do that?
in
I
this.
got a blinking inventory slot on all three.
I can't go back. So if you have something to interact with here, if you see like the hologram and interact with that, you should be able. It'll bring up the inventory
yeah, I'm
UI.
in the hologram. I'm in the hologram.
Yep. So
what
there
I'm
should
saying is
be
that
a
there's
there
a
should be
blinking
a button.
inventory slot,
Yep.
and that's
That's to show you what you're gonna get. There should be a button you can hit somewhere that will let you accept that
I
upgrade.
see.
There you go.
Yeah, can't do it.
Do you have 500 or 5,000 units or whatever it's asking for?
3,175. But oddly enough, through 5,000 units. There it is. Yeah. Okay, so I need more.
Okay. I wonder if there's some way. I don't think I can transfer units. What I could do is, yeah. So if you wanted to get that, which I would recommend just getting those anytime you can and you have the money to do it. If you went to the vendor, you could try selling something to get up to that 5,000 credits mark. And then just get enough to get you the upgrade.
The selling was over this way, right?
Yep.
Why do I feel kind of like I'm superhero flying now?
I don't know.
Instead of
kind of
space person flying.
finding a ship I would actually want to buy in this game is hard. I just want a big, chunky, industrial-looking hauler.
720. Is silicate safe to sell?
I mean, anything could be safe to sell. It's just certain things are more actively useful depending on what you got going on.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna be needing soon.
Yeah, silicate, you can get that in massive quantities by just digging up planets.
Okay, how do I finalize the sale now that I've fixed some stuff?
When you click on the thing you want to sell, it should bring up something to let you sell it. Without having the UI open, I can't even think about what it looks like.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so you just click on.
8,000 now.
All right, so that's plenty to get you that backpack upgrade then.
Yeah. Apparently, meaty chunks are very valuable.
I noticed that it was like 1,000 a piece or something, and I just ended up with an abundance of those, despite not actually going out of my way to get them. So I think animals were just.
There was that one time I was in my ship and got some.
Yeah, I think animals were just dying around us, and we were getting the loot from it.
Do you have my stream open on one of your monitors or something?
Nope.
Oh, because you were like, yeah, there you go, when I moused over something.
It was probably just incredibly fortuitous timing. So that's pretty much the bulk of what there is to do on space stations. You can also talk to the wandering NPCs, which is actually an objective that it gave me now, is to ask about the mysterious signal. But I think... Let's see here.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Oh, weird. It's brought awakenings up to... Actually, no, if I look at my actual quest, it doesn't show it, but it's on my...
It does.
It's on my UI in the active gameplay. So when you talk to people, you probably can't understand a thing that they say because you haven't learned any of their language yet. And a part of exploration in this game is learning the 3 languages of this galaxy.
Huh.
But,
Hey,
yeah.
someone who's actually got a mouth.
So basically, it's gonna... The quest, once you talk to enough of them, it took 2 of them for me. It's just gonna send you back to the base computer, which you can absolutely do by going through the portal.
Let me talk to a second one.
Oh, weird. You should be able to talk to anyone. even if you've already talked to people.
They're afraid of me?
Does the quest text just tell you to do the same thing still, or has that
Yeah.
changed? Yeah, if it's not working, I'm not sure why.
It let me talk to a second person, but it won't let me talk to a third now.
Hmm.
Oh, that's you. Let's see. Can I talk to this guy? No.
That one is vaguely the kind of ship I'd go for. It's got the funky wings, though. Just for fun. Let's see what this guy wants for it. Definitely wouldn't have
Okay, so
enough.
there's no one to talk to on this side. You have to be on the other side, right?
I guess so. 5 million. I'm far off from that. Someday. Yeah, the vendors I don't think are gonna work for it, but I could be wrong.
Whoa.
What's up?
That's weird. He said something that wasn't his own.
Oh, that might be the quest thing then, because I think it said something similar to that when I got the objective updated.
Learn the biofuel reactor.
So, I think this is roughly the point I wanted to get to before stopping the stream, so I think we're probably going to call it here. It's been a weird time, but it's about that 2-hour mark, a little bit over.
Yeah.
So I think we got to a point where we're just about to go to the next big location, which is going to be sort of the multiplayer hub of the game. So I think we'll call the I was about to say we're going to call the session here. That's D&D talk. We'll call the stream here. Next time we jump into No Man's Sky, we'll see about getting it to that next point in that kind of story progression, unlock those few new things, and go from there. Meantime, Meido, it's been good having you on. I appreciate anytime we can jump into a game together. And for anyone who is watching, who has watched, or who will yet watch, I've appreciated, will appreciate, and continue to appreciate all of that nonsense that I just said. And we'll see you guys next time.
And that'll be it for my stream as well.